So tell me, you mentioned your book, Rise Above Chaos. What is it? I think there were 5 points in there. Tell me about tell me about the book.
Yeah. Well, so when I got on the other side of it and I really started to thrive, something actually happened, Aaron, that I didn't expect. I wasn't pursuing this, but it was something that was a consequence in a good way of me figuring out my significant life. Is one thing I've figured out is that chaos never goes away. In fact, you were talking about you had chaos today. You had to go to the ER with your son. It never goes away. And I think at some point in our lives, we always feel like, oh, this is just a season. And then once we get past this, then we'll be okay. But once you get to that season, guess what? There's another season waiting for you. Once you get past one chaotic moment, there's another chaotic moment. And so I think we're all naive at some point in our lives thinking that the chaos will eventually subside, and it never does. And so that's when I realized that you have to rise above it. And so that I wanted to figure out a way that I can manage a chaotic life, but also enjoy the process, enjoy the moment, and find some kind of transformational significance while I'm in it. But what I found on the other side of it was, and I didn't expect this, is I actually found peace. And that was something that I didn't know I needed until I found it, And what peace looks like is, even though when it feels like the world may be coming down around you, and sometimes it feels like that every step you take, you take it with peace in your heart, because you know you're doing what you're meant to do and you're impacting the people you're supposed to impact. And so I discovered that. And once I realized that, I wanted to pass it on. One of the things that's big for me is whenever I find something I find impactful, I got to tell people about it. I don't know if you're like that, but if you go to a really good restaurant, I can't keep that to myself. I tell everybody about it. If I see a good movie, I tell everybody about it. Well, if I discover something that really impacted me, I got to get it out of my heart and get it out to people. So I thought, I'm going to do it this way. And so as I look back and unpack the journey that I was on, I discovered that there were 5 principles that I was able to unpack in my own journey. And what's nice about it is, this isn't theory, man. This is stuff that I do every single day. So whether anybody does it or not, and whether anybody reads the book or not, I'm doing it anyway because it's impacting my life. And so the 5 principles are pretty simple. The first one is embrace your spiritual journey. So build the foundation that is necessary to start and embrace your journey of significance. So that's number 1. Number 2, tame the beast. Come on now. We all have the beast. We have that negative voice. You have it. We all have it. We can't escape it. It's that voice that keeps you up at night. When you wake up in the middle of the night, Aaron, you can't go back to sleep because you can't shut your mind off. That's the beast. It just won't shut up. And I utilize the 7 elements of the perfect day, is what I call it, to cut through the whirlwind of your life and tame the beast. The third principle is leverage the power of encouragement. It's not what you think. It's not being a cheerleader. That's not what encouragement is. And when you understand what encouragement is, it allows you to unleash the magic behind encouragement to enhance your most important relationships and attract high achievers. Here's the funny thing about significance, Aaron. Nobody can achieve a life of significance without the help of others, right? Think about that. You ran a Death Valley, 135 miles. You didn't do that alone. You had a team. You had people that helped you do that, support you. And so when you cross that finish line, you cross the finish line on the backs of many people that helped you get there. But the only way you're going to have people around you is you got to master encouragement, right? Encouragement attracts people. Number 4 is ignite your influence and manage change. So you want to guide the levers of change to ensure your inner circle takes the journey with you. So here's the thing, as you understand, Aaron, as you evolve and change, if your wife and kids don't evolve and change with you, then there becomes that gap, right? And in between you and them and the people that you're closest to. That's why people get divorced after 30 years, because they grow apart. So if you're going to change, you got to manage the levers of change. We got to do it with people that are with you. And then a 5th one is master communication and human dynamics. So embrace the art of human dynamics and leverage communication skills to form lasting connections. So in the book, I spend the whole book unpacking those 5 principles. And I believe if you follow those principles like I have, then you too can rediscover your passion, so you can redefine your purpose. But here's the important thing. Actually get the courage, Aaron, to do something about it. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to help people.